They led with one heck of an open loop. So I'm just going to open it up where it's like, tell us all of the things.
So, first things first, we have now officially made in 2 months what we made in all of last year. So, there you go.
Congrats.
Yeah. So that's exciting, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. How are you feeling?
Relieved, optimistic as all get out, excited, rejuvenated, giddy.
All the adjectives.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Kylie?
Good. But I'm easy. So no, I feel good. I feel like we've hit a nice momentum. We have a beautiful balance. So I'm not out here losing my mind, stressed out all the time, opening my laptop at 10 p.m. Like, I gotta get this done. So even though we've made more progress than we have in the past year, it's also a beautiful balance of, okay, I feel confident in what we're doing. I feel relaxed and just this is easy. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I know there was a series of things that fell into place, but like looking back, was there something that was like that big kind of where the other shoe dropped, where it's like what you said, where it's like we've got balance and clarity and confidence and just like the energetic shift? Is there something you can pinpoint or like a series of somethings?
The easy answer is conversations. The more conversations we had, the more confident we got in what we do. We learned a lot about, one, the fact that we're really good at what we do, and two, that there's a lot of people out there either selling softwares or selling services that are completely subpar, but for 5 times what we're doing. And so that was just like, for me, that was huge. We had gotten on a call and someone said, oh, your price is right on point, whereas money mindset was a huge deal with me. So that in itself was huge. We had the confidence to change what you guys worked on us with and listen to our like own intuition and then what our clients were saying, and then we changed it to what fits comfortably within ourselves and our clients, and we've easily sold a few audits that way rather than just taking what you said as word and just moving on with that. That's what we've done in the past. Well, they're the boss, they must know, and we've just followed it blindly. But you guys gave us that like freedom and confidence to listen to ourselves and what our actual like prospective clients need to pivot as needed.
You pretty much hit it on the head. We stopped hiding and making ourselves small because we were scared, and we did scary things, and it turned out beautifully.
I'm feeling like a sense of this conversation is really completely different. If you look at where we were in the very beginning, and even along the points, there is a calmness, there is a confidence, and all of that came from you guys actually like doing the work every single week, doing the work. And I know that it felt like probably once we had the offer and we had that beautiful spreadsheet that you guys have and you could see it, how did that help in getting you to this point of calm and confidence?
I've talked a lot. You go, Kylie.
It's almost like the disappointment of letting down your mom. Like, you don't want to disappoint and let down your mom. So even though it seems so big and so scary, we have that looming over our heads, which for us is really good. We need that extra little push. We need that, hey, someone's looking over your shoulder. We have someone else to be accountable to in this situation. And even now, yesterday, I just got a message from someone when we had to do those big, scary cold outreach just to connect with people. Just got a message yesterday. Oh my gosh, this got lost. I'm so sorry. I definitely want to talk to you. And I was like, okay, so even though that was what, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, we still have people coming in from that initial things that we didn't want to do, but we had to do.
I want to highlight what Sorry, do you want to
Oh,
go,
okay.
Rhonda?
Oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Sammy, me personally, and part of my mission is empowering other people. Like when you share, especially you and Kylie, you felt supported in here's a pathway and here's a process, but also empowered to make it your own. I think a lot of people don't understand how powerful that is, because when we are growing and we're going through phases, sometimes it is easier to just be like, okay, they said it, do it. They said it, do it, and quiet our intuition. And so I'd love to just like, how can we do more of that? Like, where did we do that for you? How did we create that space for you? Because I want to make sure that everybody has that same spark, right? And if that's something that we created in you, I want to make sure that we can pinpoint it and amplify it for every opportunity that we have to grow businesses, especially women.
Yeah, I think that it was just in the fact of your willingness to be open and listen to us and let us get raw and honest without ever, not necessarily getting defensive because you didn't need to do that, but coming back and be like, no, no, that's where you're wrong. You guys would just sit and listen to our feelings about stuff. And then, like, with other coaches we've worked with in the past, it's felt like when we left them and we felt like, oh, this doesn't really sit right anymore, we felt like we would be disappointing them. Whereas with the two of you, we felt like you would be proud as hell of us for saying this is needs to be changed a little bit. And I can't even really say an exact thing that you've done. It's just the two of you and how well you guys listen and how well you have supported and empowered us through this entire thing, that it felt good to change what you taught us. Like, we knew that you would be proud in that moment and not just like, why didn't they take what we said?
Yep. I just add that there was a lot of, I think we worked through a lot of mindset steps as well that allowed us to feel empowered as CEOs of our business and make a decision from that place instead of just what are other people telling us we need to do. Like, we felt confident enough that, hey, we are running this business and we are capable to do it well. And this is the next step and what that looks like.
So if we could, like, we're celebrating everything, obviously making more in 2 months than you did in 12. Let's celebrate that. Turning fear into confidence and moving forward. Obviously, we're going to celebrate that. What I would like for you both to share is, if you can remember back how you felt when we did start working together, because I want people to see, yes, we have those numbers and we can see that, but I want them to know, like, mindset wise, where you were, because you see such a difference now.
For me, I would wake up every day feeling heavy. I would wake up knowing that we were investing more in our business than we were making. I couldn't pay the bills, but yet I was spending all day in the business trying to piece Frankenstein our business to make it work. It was just a heavy feeling. And now it's like light and excitement. It was like a balloon of lead, and now I'm full of helium and just floating, going along with the flow. That's, for me, that's what it was. It was heavy, and now I'm light. Like, the easiest way to explain it. What do you got, Kylie?
I don't think Sammy necessarily described well how miserable we both were. It was to the point where it was truly a make it or break it. Either this is going to work or we're going to be shutting this down, because it was to the point where we were both exhausted, burnout, working hours and hours we love our clients. We loved helping them, but it was, what is the reward in it for us other than to say, I spent 8 hours working today. So it really was either it was going to work or we were going to be a statistic.
That's a pretty vivid picture right there, friends. Do you want to add anything to that, Cassie?
I would love to know, looking at each other, because part of what you guys shared, I can't do any form of consulting or systems without the mindset, and all of us have a journey. I'd love from Kylie, from your perspective, looking at Sammy to see her growth, and Sammy, same with you, like looking at Kylie and seeing her growth, because Rhonda and I, we've got an advantage of seeing where you were at the beginning and how you are now. And you are spot on. Like, my heart is totally leaping out of my chest. But the thing about it is, your strength as a partnership is going to define where you go in the next phase and the next phase and the next phase of business. And there's nothing sweeter than seeing someone that you love and respect and that you're literally going to war with and building this business, to see them grow. So I would just love to hear from each of your perspective how you've seen the other grow.
We actually had a conversation this the other day where it was a reflection of this is how our partnership was. And we've always been good. Sammy and I, she is so near and dear to my heart. I love her dearly. But there does become a level of frustration when you're working and not seeing results for so long together, not necessarily with her, but with the entire thing. And her confidence is so much higher. She'll like just go and build these things where before it was, I don't know if I did this right. Please look over it. I'm scared to send an email. And now she's just doing all these things that before she would have never felt confident enough to do on her own and would have asked me. And I always told her, you know how to do this. But she's really stepped into such an amazing role as a leader as well. I'm 100% confident. And she might not agree, but I'm 100% confident she can take people under her wing and teach them, and they would be absolutely spectacular at what they do because her confidence is so much higher and she's really embodied just this vision of being a leader. Oh, you're going to make me cry. I don't cry. I don't do that. I'm so proud of you.
Cut that out.
I know. What is this?
On the same note, Kylie, she's always been like this backbone of everything. Like, I was not confident. I wouldn't reach out to people. I wouldn't do anything. Kylie has always been this like backbone, and I could see the strain that it was putting on her, because I would have to be like, is this okay? Am I doing okay? And now, as a partnership, seeing her be able to just relax and just like delegate stuff now is just, that in itself is huge. And her talking about her emotions is huge, because this girl, she is like a rock. She does not talk emotions. And so we just had this conversation really last week about just, we've been together so long that we never wanted to give up on each other, but we knew it was inevitable if this didn't work, this being working with y'all and moving forward. And it's just so good. It's so good. Yeah. And I've just seen Kylie be able to breathe and be happy and delegate. And that is something that I've wanted for her for a really long time. But I think that she was waiting on me to be confident enough to take everything. So take it off her plate. Yeah.
Beautiful balance.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so now I want to get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty of your offer, because besides visibility, right, and your dream week schedule, right, we really talked about the alignment that you wanted to create in your business and your life. We really spent a lot of time evaluating what you offered, how you positioned it, and as an overarching view of it, we really wanted to get in there and clean it up, streamline it, and simplify it to support you and like turning on that lighthouse and that beacon for your dream client, but also to create consistency of fulfillment for you guys. So can we talk through a little bit of what that process was like from your perspective, where it was just like, let's lay it all on the table and making those transitions into, because it was shifting and positioning and it was streamlining your offer quite a bit to where it was then versus where it is now.
Yeah, the process in itself was really exciting just to see like how much we do, because when selling it before, it was like, we do all of this, and they're like, what's all of that? And it would be hard to explain it. But then also so to be transparent, we have not sold the big offer yet. But what it has done, it has given us the ability to break it down into smaller offers that align with where our client is and price accordingly. And so we're confidently like, okay, this is what our whole package is. We have it all in this beautiful spreadsheet. We just pull out a line and we're like, okay, that's about a fourth of what it is. This is the price for it. And so that in itself has just been extremely helpful, getting everything out on paper, knowing that when we do get to the point where leads are consistently coming in for that big offer, we can hire some of it out, have a team member do a lot of it for us. That is a huge load off of our shoulders, just knowing that the option is there, but also just having it all written out and allowing us to dissect it and give our clients exactly what they need that's the biggest part for us at this time.
The timeline too, I'll add on, the timeline was a huge issue when we came in. We were trying to do this massive project and stuff it in a very small amount of time. So a lot of breathing room was created just by even dissecting these smaller pieces of the offer and saying, okay, we already know how long this is going to take based on our timeline for the entire system for our main offer. So it's given us so much breathing room where we don't have to have a 48-hour turnaround time. It's okay to take our time in the process. And we've never had any type of negative feedback so far about our timelines. Everyone is more than thrilled with them. So that's definitely created a lot of space for us to do other things.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk some pricing, because Sammy, I loved in all of the growth ways, like you were so aware and you were like, I am not comfortable with this. But so I would like to talk through, what did those evolutions look like, and realizing, because you guys even shared conversations changed everything. So I feel like there was a safe zone for discussion and where you felt comfortable, where you didn't feel comfortable with pricing. And then by the time you got to the call or the assessment or the negotiation, what did that transition look like in between you feeling a little bit uncomfortable versus when you actually had the conversation with confidence?
I don't know how to answer this. It's gotten to the point to where I've always just been like, I don't know, Kylie, what do you think? And now Kylie's, okay, you tell me what you think. And we have found this like happy number of 2,500. It's just a happy number that it's worked so well for us for just a bunch of different little mini offers. And we're just confidently, like in the middle of a call, like we'll be slacking each other and be like, what do you think? 2,500? And she's like, yeah. And so then we just are able to confidently go in like with that price as long as it's relevant. But most of the time what they need is. And so that's been huge. It's just been, I guess, seeing the value on our time, having these conversations and learning that while companies might be charging like less, like for example, we're working with a client, someone was charging like 125 an hour, which is whatever, but they're saying it's going to take 54 hours to do something. It would take me and Kylie less than 5 hours tops. And so I don't know, just having more conversations, being in more worlds, seeing the pricing, seeing our value, it has just really grown that confidence in the money mindset.
One of the things, just really quickly, I want to interject here is because I go back, I know we can't see that spreadsheet right now, but doing the work of literally taking something that took you guys, it was VIP days, and you would just continue to add the number of days until it was finished and really work yourself into a frenzy. And so spending the time in the beginning of our work together and putting together that spreadsheet and knowing that you're working in basically 30-day increments, you can quickly shift and go, that's going to take us this much. Here it is. It's already spelled out. You're not creating something new. It's something in the core offer. And I think that's really important to point out. The other thing, and I know this came up in one of our conversations, is that yes, you're having conversations. Yes, you're turning those now into sales and customers, dream customers. But part of one of the things that, and Kylie said it, was, we need to go practice that. We need to go practice that. And every single time that you guys have a conversation, your confidence is going to continue to build. Every single time you're in a $2,500 right now, maybe 30, maybe 60 days, that's going to go up to 5. Maybe it's going to go up to 7,500. It's okay to have those comfortable revenue mindset shifts.
Yeah.
Until it's, I really see the value. I know it only takes us this much time, but it's really worth this, because this is the transformation it's going to give my customer. I cannot stress that part enough. And you're going to hit, just like Cassie, you're going to hit some mindset blocks that they're going to be coming at every plateau that we get to, and every summit we get to. It's like, it's here again. But guess what? You've moved through it once at a point where you felt like you were on the brink. Now you guys are just going to fly.
What she didn't say, that 2,500 is our step 1.
Oh yeah.
So 2,500 is phase 1, and then they go up after that to some bigger offers that we've developed.
I love it.
We do have something else that's huge.
Oh my gosh, you've been holding back.
Yeah, I just, I skipped over. I know.
I skipped over it. Oh my gosh.
This happens all of the time. So we would meet and like we would chat, and she's like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And Kelsey and I are screaming.
So I'll start it off and Kylie can finish. You know that introduction you made with George Shepard from 360 Summits? Yeah. So we had a call with him, and we're partnering it with him. Okay, go. I don't want to talk anymore about it. I'm sweating.
Have a SaaS launching very soon with George. He's going to do it's going to be basically on the back end of his summits. We are going to be building out snapshots and selling them based on the piece of the summit or whatever the summit is. So we have the first ones coming out next week. And then we're also high level summit. We don't know when the date is yet, but we're meeting this week to go through our speaker coordination and all that stuff. Yay!
Talk about burying the lead.
Yeah, so we're essentially, we're white labeling Go High Level with George. It's coming. It's a 50-50 partnership after profits.
Oh my gosh, I am just so thrilled. That's what we were going after the whole time.
I mean, it happens so naturally. We get on the call and he's like, so what are you trying to sell? And we're like, no, we just wanted to talk. Like, we just got on your calendar. We're just here. We heard you want to go to high level, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, how can we make money together? You want to white label it? And we're like, oh, what?
So how different was that, being in a collaborative conversation like that, instead of trying to validate and justify who you are and what your pricing is?
It was
what did that feel?
absolutely insane. He never questioned us, but because you guys referred us, which just shows the network and the high level of professionalism that y'all have created, that since that door was opened because of you guys, which we absolutely like, this is life-changing. He just immediately was like, yeah, all right, let's do this. There was no question, no doubting, no He just added us to the back end of his agency account. We have full access to everything, and we're just building the white labeled version of High Level for him as we speak. And then also hosting a summit where he wants us to interview Sean Clark.
Why? I missed that part. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kylie, Miss Quiet, okay, jump in here. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm so excited. Absolutely thrilled. And then part 3 of that is for everyone that comes in essentially to the software. We're going to be the exclusive people that have the opportunity to set them up and offer paid services to them. So it's a huge win. It was absolutely terrifying at first. It was like, oh my gosh, we went through that spiral of we're not capable of doing this. We've never sat up a SaaS before. And then we put on our big girl panties and we started building it. We were like, oh, we can, this is coming along. Okay. And we're so excited. There's some nerves there, but I think with all good things and big leaps, it's natural to have nerves. Yeah. It's pretty mind blowing.
This is so huge.
This is what you wanted.
This is like the end dream, the like 10-year goal for us. And it's so essentially like the summit, like next week, there's a summit for 7-figure chiropractors. And so we're building a business in a box for chiropractors. And so at the end of the summit, I don't know, we have a call with him tomorrow. He is essentially, he's going to sell and be like, I have this business in a box software. They go and they opt into it. This first snapshot, like for the chiropractors, that's the hardest because we have to create everything from scratch. But after that, like he has one for like contractors. We just have to pivot some things. And then he asked us to do one for the end of for the back end of yours, Cassie. And we're like, no, we're not doing that. I think that's silly. And I don't want to take anything from y'all. But
I don't build Go High Level, build it, babe, because we get a percentage of the profit.
Yeah. So so we're just, it has the potential to be huge. It's like a 90-day ROI. We won't see anything for like 90 days, but then it'll be in perpetuity. Just going.
Oh my gosh, I love it because this feeds naturally into the ongoing support, like we talked about for you guys, that is already mapped out for a team member to be responsible for. I got to just take all of this in because I could not have prayed for a different outcome. I wanted you guys to connect. I wanted George to see this is my easy button for High Level, period, and not need another option. And you both did it. Oh my gosh.
It definitely wasn't what we expected. So it was equally as shocking to us. But now that we're really counting down the days until this launches, it's pretty mind blowing. We just essentially skipped 10 years of our timeline. So thank you to you both.
Oh, and I'm totally circling it back around here for whatever you guys need to build for our summit, because we don't have CRMs. We don't have snapshots. So go after it. And if we need to meet and talk about what that would look like for basic systems for businesses on that, oh my gosh. Look at Rhonda. Rhonda doesn't have a poker face, and this is beautiful.
No, so we were on a call prior to this and we were talking about a particular service and how we had joined a mastermind and there were not a lot of women in the room and how we felt very small in the room and really have a mission to, I can't even believe Cassie's not in a puddle on the floor right now, really lift up other women. And the fact that you buried the lead with this and the fact it is conversation, it is action, it is scary, but paying it forward, there would be no greater compliment that you could give us that this has happened. I'm almost in a puddle. I am so thankful. I am so happy for you. I don't know I don't know how to say it, man. This is what you guys freaking wanted. And you did it in what, 90, 120 days. You did it in a very short period of time. And you just took a leap. And this is what we live to do. And so thank you for allowing us to be a part of it.
Thank you for giving us the confidence of a middle-aged white man. That's what we channeled. That's what that's what we channeled. Would a middle-aged white man say he can't build a SaaS? No. No, he'd figure it out. There's your case study. From timid entrepreneur to the confidence of a middle-aged white man.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what questions I have after this. Just wow.
Because you're staying
Okay.
in your own, and I know that it's not going to take any more of your time. I know that Kylie will template the heck out of this thing, but be able to customize it very simply. And it's not a distraction, it's a focus, and it's drilling down, and it's giving you more confidence because you're behind the scenes of all these businesses. It's what it is what you wanted. Like when we first started talking, and you're talking about other like affiliates and things that we're doing with High Level, and it is you, it has always been you.
Yep. This really was that end goal. And we just skipped some steps in the middle. So,
It's being in the room. It's being in the right rooms.
Yeah.
So much of how we value ourselves are the conversations we have. And if you're in the wrong rooms and you're constantly getting beat down, there's no other way to think about yourself and your value. We're just human, and it's hard to separate that, especially as women. And so getting in a different room where you at least can have a conversation to start to transition that mindset, it's everything. Done.
Yeah.
I am speechless. I'm honored. I knew that was going to be a great connection, but I'm absolutely honored because George has a sixth sense and Sammy spoke to intuition. And I feel like you guys have completely unleashed your intuition, and you're confident in the moves and decisions that you make, both as individuals and moving the business forward. And yes, we made the connections, but your integrity showed up. You showed up and you communicated that value, because it was a couple texts and an email from me. And I receive everything that you said about the relationship that we have, but it would have ended right there if you two hadn't shown up the way you showed up. So I don't want you to miss that.
And wait till you say we made as much as we made all year in just one day.
I'll fall over dead.
Let me just plant that seed.
We'll just keep scheduling these like little catch-up calls, because this is,
And ask all the wrong questions because we obviously didn't
Yeah.
get to the good stuff till the end.
yeah, but I mean, I am so excited. Even like the High Level Summit. What's the beautiful thing about that is I connected with Wesley for our summit for High Level to be a sponsor. And I laid the foundation, and I was like, look, George does 60 of these a year. And so he's meeting with High Level. And the whole idea is for them to consistently be a sponsor for everything that fits. The positioning and the connection that this is going to give you with High Level, you guys are going to get to a point where you don't have to take anything outside of your nexus of your ecosystem, because that will feed the ongoing support that your team will deliver on. And that's what we're after, all the simple scalability, but where can we put processes and automations in place that removes you from the lever?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Rhonda,
We needed
I
this
gotta
call today. We really did.
Oh
So
my gosh, yes, we did.
thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure to work with you and to watch you and to have these kind of conversations, because you definitely in these conversations, like, you bury the lead all the time.
I didn't even mean to. I said that we made that much money and then I just jumped into the next one. But yeah, this is
Well, okay, so that's that. Let's go there. Like so where do we go from here? What's next for you guys? And how are you consistently continuing to show up and commit to having more conversations?
so right now we are like deep into this like this launch. It happens at the end of next week. But after we like troubleshoot and get all of that, I think we've been emailing our list, which has really great open rates. We've still been showing up a little bit online, not nearly as much as we could. But again, we're just really prioritizing giving this our all so that we don't get burnout. But yeah, I think that once we get this first rendition launched, then just continuing to show up. A huge goal for me is to earn a spot at one of Onyx summits. That's huge. We will confidently walk in there and belong there rather than just being invited along.
Oh, it's as good as done. It's as good as done. You say the word and you're there.
So that's
Kylie, what do you want to say?
Oh, I'm not too sure. What's next? I'm not building a team. That's what's next. I'm just gonna say it. I am like, we are being very intentional about how we're building this process out with this partnership, so that my end goal is to eventually be the overseer, have them do, have our team do, have our team support, because we do have a roster of clients now who are in that ongoing support range. To support them, to support this SaaS, we're going to need a crew of people. I would really love to be able to say, hey, we are high-level award winners within the next, whenever that next award season happens. I think it's in March. So that would
1 year.
be absolutely thrilling.
All right.
I love it. I love the goals. I love the clarity. I love the stretch goals. And the only thing I'm going to do is push back a little bit and just continue to share, right? Take 5 minutes, find 5 minutes gap to share publicly what you have going on. And it's just to keep a pulse and I know you guys' integrity, like, you never want to get to the point where you only show up when you're in launch. So it's literally just, hey, wanted to check in from the car line, right? Coming up for some air and I hope you're having a great week. Like, legit, that can be the touch point.
Yeah.
And then still find those 5 minutes to keep those seeds that we planted with the other conversations, because if you continue to do those touch points when you're doing your summits and you're reaching out for the interview, you've already done it. You've already done it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a continued conversation where it's, you have already engaged in their content. You have already created a personal relationship. And then it is just a, hey, I'm hosting a X, Y, and Z. I would love to feature you as a guest. Is this something you'd be interested in? Let's chat, right? It makes all of the future conversations so much easier. So that I want to honor where you guys are at and building everything. But if I was to put like a little Coach Kaci hat on just for a little brief second, I would say, continue to show up now so it's easier in the future.
Yeah, don't get out of sync, because you get out of sync, then something else is going to happen. Something else is going to happen. And it all started with those little Loom videos. And then we started seeing you both around more. And then,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, do we have something else to share?
I just remembered we're a part of a summit and we're supposed to have our membership created by Friday, by Monday. Ah, shit.
It's okay. It's 90%
Hey.
there.
Have we learned quick and dirty methods?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
learned precision, we've learned intuition, and we have learned get it done.
Yeah. We,
Did a quick and dirty workshop and had amazing feedback from it. So that was really exciting.
Oh my gosh, yes. We
I mean-
haven't updated the workshop yet. That was like we were just on, everything was closing out and you guys were gearing up your list for it. Okay, thank you. We need to visit that.
It was a small turnout, but it was an engaged turnout. And a huge win for me was that a man stayed on the entire time. And then at the end told us how valuable it was. And that's just my own mindset shit. But having a man stay on to two women and then be like, wow, this was really valuable. That's very confirming. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, but they stayed till the end. They asked questions. They told us it was great. Someone wanted to hire us right after the workshop, but she wasn't in a system that we use. But
That's
Yeah.
big too. That's
Yeah.
big too.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because she wanted to hire you, but she wasn't in a system that we operated in, and you didn't divert, oh, we could grab this cash right now for cash flow and do this thing, but it wasn't in the realm. So that is a huge thing too. Another thing that I will correct you, you had a workshop and people attended. Not, you
Yeah.
had a workshop and it was small.
Yeah.
We
People
don't
that weren't our friends, people we didn't know. That was huge.
That is so fantastic. My heart is full. My heart is full. I'm celebrating with you guys. I love you as friends. It's an honor to know you, but like to be able to have walked this leg of the journey with you, holy hell. I thought I was going to get through without it, but
There it goes. I knew it.
It happened.
oh,
I was like, when is she gonna cry? I know, I never
this
cry.
is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do.
I know.
I can't wait until we're all in the same room and you guys get the hugs you deserve, because it quite literally has been life-changing. Not, oh, it's a life-changing thing. It has been life-changing. It has gone from burnt out, tired, exhausted, heavy mom to happy, excited. I'm a homeschool mom. I am a business owner. I am a soccer mom. I am present in all these things and I am fucking happy. And that hasn't been a Sammy that's been around in a really long time. Kylie has so many hats to juggle, and she's now showing up to our times when we work together, and she's happy and present. And we're confidently able to say, you know what, the weather's 70 degrees tomorrow. We're going to take a few hours and go do something with our kids, rather than, no, we're not making any money. We have to stay here and our face in our computer. Like, we're able to breathe. It's not necessarily calendar freedom yet, but there's calendar flexibility in allowing us to be present in our personal lives while still growing our business. Like, the two of you have opened doors that we like would attempt to manifest years ago and just be like, this is just a wild dream. Let me write it down. And it's now becoming a reality. And so thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
All right, friends. I don't know how. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I'm in tears. Kylie cried a little.
But
I don't know about you. Did you have a little?
I'm just so freaking hyped.
I don't know how Sam made it.
I usually cry all the time, but I think I'm just high on life, y'all.
And I knew we would get Cassie. So yeah, goal accomplished.
Great.
So, but thank you for sharing your insight and where you were and where you are and where you're going. We love you.
Thank you so very
You
much.
guys.
We love y'all so dearly.